Welcome. Thanks for joining. My name is Linda Kampouroglou. I wanted to thank you first for coming out this evening and learning about the amazing Asantae product and this business model that we'll be going over. First, I wanted to share with you a little bit about why and how we got involved in network marketing. My husband and I were in the construction industry several years ago, and obviously, you know, it tanked. So, you know, for us, 3 kids, I take care of my mom, you know, that was, I want to say, frightening, because although we thought we had all our ducks in a row with diversifying, that all crashed too. I'm sure everyone has experienced it in some way or fashion. So when I was introduced to this, I guess I was like the typical person and I went, no. But the more I looked into it, it just intrigued me. And I just kept exploring and exploring, and before you know it, I started doing it. My husband got on board. We love it. And if you're open enough to look at this as a business opportunity, that's what we did. I looked at it as a way of, this is a really inexpensive way to get started in a business with no overhead. Now, I'm familiar with overhead because we own a construction company and we have a ton of overhead. Insurance, liabilities, people, which you don't like managing. And so it was a huge opportunity for me to get in something where I have no overhead, I don't manage anyone. And it was in a wellness industry, which I was open to. You know, my family has a series of health issues, and my dad died at age 50. So, hello, I'm not that far from there. And I was like, okay, need a lifestyle change. So I explored this, and it's been great. Network marketing has changed our lives in a lot of ways, not only financially, physically, but my kids are around like-minded individuals who are positive, motivated, focused, and they see that. So my kids are learning from this industry as well. So we're going to start with a short video about the products, and we'll start here.
I'm Dr. Dwight Lindell, cardiovascular surgeon. I'd like to share with you something that I've learned performing over 5,000 open heart surgeries. I found there was one thing present in 100% of the patients with heart disease: inflammation, unresolved inflammation. When working properly, the way it was meant to, inflammation is necessary and beneficial. Wherever injury is, inflammation will follow. Cells, tissues, organs, the digestive tract, the brain, joints, and as I've seen, the heart. With all these injuries to heal, the immune system gets overwhelmed and the entire system is compromised. How do you know when inflammation goes from being healing to being destructive? What are the symptoms? Pain that doesn't go away, tiredness no matter the sleep, forgetfulness, an illness out of the blue, and even a heart attack. So what's the answer? You need to strengthen your body's natural immune system and inflammatory process so you can achieve optimal healing through resolution. And how can you do that? Let me tell you about IS-2 from Asantae. IS-2 is a proprietary and synergistic blend of proven natural ingredients, scientifically engineered to enhance immune activity and make functional, once again, the 3 R's of the inflammatory process. Targeting the specific accelerators of the immune system, the IS-2 formulation contains purified extracts, perfectly preserved in their natural matrix, making them unlike any available on the market today. IS-2 gives your inflammation system and immune system the support it needs to recognize, respond, and resolve. And in doing so, you'll feel healthier and more rejuvenated than you have in years. The answer to chronic inflammation is in your hands. To your health.
Research has shown that being overweight leads to diabetes, heart disease, certain cancers, even Alzheimer's. But what's not in these studies is the emotional strain that those extra pounds add on. What if I told you that your entire body has been reprogrammed? What if you are addicted? Addicted to a substance that is more dangerous and prolific than any drug or chemical. Sugar. It's white, it's sweet, it tastes delicious, it's everywhere. We're in an age of sugar excess. The natural sweetness meant to be enjoyed in moderation has been extracted and altered so that it's in almost everything and is much too accessible. Usually your body would just take it in, recognize it as a quick source of energy, and use it right away. But since our bodies are overloaded, it causes the systems to redirect the sugar and store it as fat. With your environment and your own mind and body working against you, you need an ally in this fight. And now, you have the support you need with Real Weight. Real Weight changes the way your body responds to and treats sugar, allowing it to digest, absorb, and metabolize sugar in a process that promotes energy expenditure rather than storage. This creates dramatic weight loss. Real Weight is a proprietary blend of synergistic, natural, plant-based nutrients, burning those specific calories and reducing the reward response that fuels your sugar addiction. And pretty soon, those cravings for bad carbs are a thing of the past. Real Weight can help you lose weight and keep it off. Real Weight gives you the freedom to live a healthy life. Take control. Lose weight and feel great with Real Weight. Did you know that for thousands of years in remote corners of the world, a handful of cultures have mastered the art of living well? Now, with Asantae's Akia, you can experience the first and only nutraceutical based on the research gathered from thousands of years of wisdom across a variety of cultures. Akia is a whole food nutritional supplement which helps nourish and fortify your body with the very best that nature has to offer. Our longevity hotspot research shows that the world's healthiest people eat organic, all-natural, whole foods with no added chemicals, preservatives, or synthetic substances. And that's just what you'll find in Akia. Let's take a look inside. Antioxidant-rich fruits such as goji, noni, cranberry, and papaya. Mineral-dense vegetables such as beets, sprouts, kale, chlorella, and spirulina. Potent herbs, spices, seeds, and roots such as ginger, ginseng, chicory, and chia. And gluten-free ancient grains, buckwheat, amaranth, millet, oat bran, and quinoa. These superfoods are then fermented to release the enzymes and enhance bioavailability. Finally, Akia includes a combination of essential plant-based digestive enzymes and 6 billion live probiotic cells in every daily serving to strengthen digestive health and ensure a balanced internal ecosystem. Akia gives you whole, cultured, synergistic nutrition to create a lifetime of wellness. And you get it all with one pure and potent scoop. And when your body is properly nourished and fortified, you can expect some significant lifestyle benefits. With Akia, you can look better, feel younger, and enjoy a newfound level of vitality you never thought possible. Akia, essentials for life.
I wanted to share a few testimonies. I'll start with myself first. I obviously take all three of the products. I love them. But the real one that I have to say is I've lost 15 pounds. And it's great results. The Akia is so nutritious dense that you just don't feel hungry. And I don't know if it's a combination of both or what, but I actually crave different foods. afterwards. I gravitate to more vegetables or fruit, healthier choices, and you can't explain it unless you experience it. And at the last HBR we were at, it's exactly what happened. You share your testimony of how you gravitate to other things, and then when they did it, it was like, oh, you were right. And it's true, and I can't explain why other than your cells actually get nourished. So you're craving different things. I used to be, and I don't know if anyone believes this or does this, but I would always grab something when you were going through the grocery aisle, like a piece of candy or something as you're checking out. I was notorious for that. I don't know why. I just had a sweet tooth, and I've always had a sweet tooth. I don't do it anymore. So I love the products just for that in itself. I mean, yeah, I lost 15 pounds, and I'd love to lose more, but just the fact that I don't crave sweets is a big deal for me. So that little sugar thing, it's unbelievable how much sugar's in all our foods and you don't even realize it.
January of this year, and he's just loving on his friends and saying, Bill, I think I've got something that you need to come over and take a look at. Like Steve, I was in the martial arts and still am in the martial arts industry for years and years and years, 3 different schools, and now I have a school with my wife here in Tarpon Springs. We competed, we've been Florida State champions multiple times, and it takes its toll on your body, and at 63 years old, 2 different things affect me. A good hard workout, I'm very sore the next day or the next 2 days, and the other thing that was starting to happen to me was arthritis, and that's this unresolved inflammation that the doctor talks about, and whether you get it in your fingers, whether you get it in your hips, whether you get it in your toes, it starts becoming disabling. And what typically you do with inflammation like arthritis is you reach for something over the counter that works. So for me it was Advil or ibuprofen, and I was up to 24 ibuprofens a day just to have the slowing down enough so I could walk, put on shoes, teach taekwondo, drive in the car, do all the normal things that you can do. And at a certain point, the doctor said, what are you taking that's affecting your kidneys? And I said, well, I take ibuprofen. I said, well, that shouldn't be a problem. How long have you been taking ibuprofen? And I said, well, it's been about 5 years. And well, how many do you take? And I said, oh, about 24 a day. And he said, oh, you have to stop. You have to stop. And that's easy, you say that. And I looked at the doctor and I said, I can't. I mean, if I stop the ibuprofen, then what do I do about my fingers? What do I do about my feet? And about that time, as I'm stopping and all the inflammation's coming back, is when Steve calls and says, I think you need to come by and take a look at something. So I came over, sat down on the couch, tasted the IS2, because that's what we were talking about at that time, and thought, oh, this is a great opportunity. Signed up, got my IS2, and in 4 days, the inflammation started going away. 5, 6 days, it's about to the point now where I take 1 ibuprofen in the morning and 1 at night. Kidney functions are back to normal. Everything is cool. The doctor says 2 ibuprofens a day is no problem at all. And there's many days that I don't take any. Last thing I would like to tell you about people who you might know that have arthritis. There's a big industry on copper bracelets, big industry on battery bracelets, glucosamine, chondroitin, take this, take that. And what typically happens is someone gets so bad that they reach out and they'll do anything. So they put on a copper bracelet. Well, this is what happens with arthritis. It gets really, really, really bad, and then just on its own, it gets a little better. So if you have that copper bracelet on and it's getting better, copper bracelet, no, it just normally does that. And then pretty soon you're going to get worse again, so you say, oh, the copper bracelet doesn't work, and you try the next cure. So I've been doing this now for 10 months. And typically for me, a cycle is about 5 months. So for 10 months, it's been like this for me. So I thank you, Linda, I thank you, Steve, and I thank you, IS2.
Well, I always said there's 2 sides to this, the amazing products and the business opportunity that comes along with it. I do this with my husband, and I would love my husband to show the plan for us. Steve.
I stood in a room the other day in Kentucky, and there was over 300 pounds lost in one room of over 12 different distributors that were there. Some new people, some people that just joined, 300 pounds, 3 of which had lost 55 pounds each. But that's exciting to have those kind of products, and it's not just products that people can look at and say, oh wow, it's just an ordinary product. These are first in class, first in market products that nobody else has. Get excited. The weight loss industry in itself is a $60 trillion industry. Imagine that. It's huge. And we got products that people don't have. So how many of you guys need to lose a few pounds? How many of you know a few people that need to lose a few pounds? How many of you know some people that have some aches and pains? Right? Everybody, even the young ones, have some aches and pains. And so we have an avenue to be able to help you. There's no doubt we have the right products. We're sitting on a gold mine, and we're going to show you how. Everybody here should have the plan, right? Everybody take out the plan. Guys, get excited with this, because the key to being able to have a successful business is having a plan. Would you guys agree with that? And having a system, a duplicatable system that you can follow to create the successes that you're looking to have with it. So we're going to have a little fun here. For those that are here for just the product, that's great. Just humor me a little bit. I want you to throw out some answers as I ask them. Let's have a little fun with this. And we're going to show you what so many people around the U.S. are getting so fired up and excited about. So I'm going to do a little work here on the whiteboard. And so we realize that there's a need for the products that we have. But now let's take it on the flip side, look at the business end of this opportunity that we have. And so if we look on the why, we always start with the why. What's the reason what you want to do this for? If you're going to work it as a traditional business, why are we doing it? And so if you could instantly eliminate any major or financial stresses, worries, concerns in your life, what would they be? And so everybody just kind of shout them out. And I want to put some of them up on the board here. What would be some of the worries and financial stresses that you'd like to alleviate right now if money wasn't an issue? College. Okay. College. Taxes. What else? Mortgage. That's a good one. So we should say better taxes, all right? Less stress on that. Debt. What else? Retire. A lot of people worrying about retirement today, aren't they? Whether or not, their 401ks are going to be there, or Social Security is going to be there for them, something to think about, right? Anything else? What else would be some of the financial stresses that people... Medical bills? We'll just put medical. So obviously there's a need. There's stresses that we all face each and every day. How about credit card debt? Right? Credit cards. Savings accounts. So this will put money down here. All right? So now if we go to the next phase in the plan, if you could generate an additional $80,000 to $100,000 more a year, and we're going to show you how we can do that effectively with this system, with this plan. This is residual income. That's money that you make while you do what you do. What would you do with the money? So that's an extra $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 a year. What would you do with it if you had it in your pocket today? Quit job? Vacation? Oh, you want a vacation home? Hey, what a great, yeah. One place here, one place there, wherever your favorite place is, right? That's great. What else? Kids? I knew that was coming. I was waiting on that. So a boat? Car? Did we say car? How about a car? Anything else? Charities. That's a good one. Charity. Churches, schools, people in need. You know, so many things. Guys, you know, listen, there's nothing wrong with having money. There's nothing wrong with being rich. It's what you do with it, right? I've always said that, and, you know, having the opportunity to be able to go out and touch the people's lives with what we have to do. I always say it's about loving all people. We're going to show you how you can do that effectively. And here, the last one, if you follow along under the why, if you had the time freedom to do whatever you wanted to do because you didn't have a job to go to, what would you do with that time freedom? Fishing. What else? Travel. Come on, shout them out. What would you do? Time freedom. Nothing. Relax. Right?
Start a hobby.
Hobbies. Golf. I'm with you there. Let's go golfing. A lot of things that we would like to accomplish. And so what I want to show you is that, you know, it's often been said, you know, I love this part of what we do because I look around as we're dreaming together, you guys are smiling. You know, when was the last time you dreamed? When was the last time you thought about what you want to accomplish? The things that you haven't done yet, but you know that you're capable of doing. That's exciting. You know, it's been said that kids smile a lot, right? Every day they're smiling, they're giggling, they're laughing. Do you guys know why? Because they dream. And guess what? They believe that they can accomplish what they dream. And sometimes we as adults, we forget, don't we? We forget that, you know, we've been so beat up by the world that we forget that we can still dream and accomplish the goals that we want to accomplish. And so today we want to show you a way that you can do it. But here's the thing that we have found out. In the traditional, I want me to use a different marker on this. We have right here, big old circle. To be fair, we'll call that our dream circle. And all of us have those dreams. And we all named them, and we were smiling as we were doing it. But the problem today, this right here is our income circle. So we have our dreams out here, and our income circle is there. Right? Because obviously, if our income circle was bigger, we'd be able to reach some of these, right? And so the key is, how do we expand our income circle? There's only two things that we can do. We can either choose to shrink our dreams or increase our income circle to be able to accomplish it. You know, I've always said that if you keep on doing what you've been doing, you keep on getting what you've been getting. How many of you guys like what you've been getting? If you don't like what you've been getting, it's time for change. And I hope that today, by looking at this Asantae opportunity, and for those that are watching it on their homes on this DVD, I hope that you look at this opportunity with an open mind and heart and realize that we have a way to truly make a difference, not only in our lives, our families' lives, but our friends' lives. Asantae is a lifestyle. It's a change that sometimes it requires us to get a little uncomfortable to get comfortable. And I'm going to show you what that means a little bit with the plan. See, this modern day business model, you've heard me refer to it as community commerce, network marketing. I've traveled to 32 countries and over 42 states. And I can tell you that I've talked to people everywhere, and no matter where you go, we all want the same thing. I've heard people say, oh, they're different where I live. They're not different. People, no matter where you go, are the same. They want to be loved. They want to be acknowledged. They want to make a difference. They want to do something significant. And so the beauty of a plan, and if you look at the top, it shows the way. We all need to find a way. It's like, why do we take out a map? Right? We take out a map to find a way to be able to get to the destination we want to go. That destination is those dreams that we just drew. So we have a way, and there have been thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that have paved the way in this industry to teach you, to show you. We've done it. You guys can do it too. And we're here to show you today how you can do this effectively. What is some of the reasons why people in general are turning toward this community commerce model? Go ahead and shout some of the things out that are on the page there. Would you say that outsourcing Jobs are being outsourced to other countries where people are losing their jobs. They're being taken over by computers. Okay? That's part of why this model is so big and why people are so attracted to it. What else is on it? What other reasons are people looking for a model like that? Burnout. People get tired of their jobs, sick and tired of being sick and tired. How about you? You know? So many people are sick and tired of what they do, but they continue to do it, thinking that there's no other avenue to be able to create the freedom and successes that they dream about. Well, we're here to show you today that there is a bridge, there is a conduit to help you to go from your dreams to your reality, from success to significance. Whatever it is you want to accomplish, we have a program for that for you. Okay? And so people are burnt out, and they're looking for an avenue to be able to have a home-based business model. I read an article that said in the next decade, next 10 years, there are going to be over 80 million people looking for a home-based business model. 80 million. That's okay, everybody. That's a lot. That's a lot. And it might be one of you watching this film. Think about it. Why? Because who knows what tomorrow brings? Is there loyalty today anymore on the jobs? You work for 30 years and, you know, somebody comes out of college and they take your job, you know, for a little less money. This business model is effective for a few reasons. Here it shows 7 reasons why it's effective, and we'll just go over a couple of them. But how many of you would love to do something significant in your life to truly make a difference? Show me your hands. That's everybody in here. We all want to make a difference. We want to go out and do something, not just for ourselves, but to leave our mark on this earth. You know, before we lay our head down for that last time, you know, what did we do to accomplish to make a difference in people's lives? That's something that we can do with this. How about teamwork? Where else can you go to create an income where you can actually grab the hands of people who have made millions in this industry to help you to have the successes that you want to have? Can you go to your boss and say, I want to make the money that you make? You know, think about it. Will he grab your hand and show you? But yet the beauty of this industry is that if I'm successful, if Curtis is successful, you know, his team is successful, it all pays it forward. That's the beauty of it. We work together. And so how about leverage? Does anybody know what leverage means? How about the ability to use many people's efforts to create one result? And maybe not putting as much time into it, right? How would you guys like to work 3 to 5 hours a week to be able to create a 6-figure income? How many hours do you work now, and what's your income? You know, think about that. You know, that's, you know, I see a lot of faces that are shaking their heads, and for 3 to 5 hours a week, with a 2 to 5 year plan, we can show you how to create a successful network marketing business. You know, time freedom, we all talked about that before. How many of you need some time freedom? Spend more time with the ones you love, you know, with your wife, with your family, with your children, you know, to be able to travel, to put quality time with each other, to truly get to know each other. You know what? It's so sad to see that husbands and wives a lot of times are like ships that sail in the dark, just crossing each other. Because we're so busy and so wrapped up in what we do each and every day that we forget to take the time to spend with each other, the ones that we truly love, to get to know them, right? So that time freedom is why I got involved with this industry. Listen, I came from an industry, you know, Linda mentioned it to you, you know, from 30 years of construction, 25 years of martial arts. I can tell you, I didn't have time freedom. You know, I've got 3 children, a mother-in-law, a wife. I had no time. I needed time. Because you guys know that your children grow up fast. And you love them so much, and you don't want to miss out on those years that are so special, to be there for them. To be able to give them the education that they want. To be able to travel with them and get to know them. You know, this industry has allowed me to spend time with my children. We've traveled the world with martial arts. We've traveled the world with networking. But I've gotten to know my kids and their hearts and what they truly mean and what they need inside. Guys, that's important. That's valuable. You know, a lifestyle. Asantae is about a lifestyle of better health physically and financial freedom. How many of you need that kind of lifestyle change? Come on, we all do, right? It's a lifestyle that makes a difference. And how about tax advantages, right? You guys want to be part of a business that you can get some tax advantages? Hey, listen, talk to your tax accountant, but I know that when you're self-employed, I've been self-employed a lot of years, okay? You can deduct a lot of things. To be able to deduct your travel, to be able to deduct, my wife and I just got back from a cruise, okay? We talked to 6 people on that cruise, okay? We brought our friends on that cruise, Kurt and Judy and Gary and Ann, okay, because they qualified, you know, in their business to be able to travel with us, okay? We got to deduct it. You know, how great is that? You know, that's exciting. So talk to your accountant about tax advantages. You know, listen, here's the thing, is where else can you go for a few $100s a month to be able to create an $80,000 to $100,000, $50,000, $30,000 business? I want you to think about that. At very least, if you spent $250 a month on product that you consume and you're getting healthy, which, by the way, what that means is that you're cutting out your sodas. You're cutting out some of that processed food. You're cutting out the pizzas and going out to eat so much because you're eating healthier and it's better for you. You create a lifestyle that all of a sudden, what you were spending on all those foods, now you spend on products that are good for you. So at the end of the day, what do you lose? You got better health, right? That's huge. So guys, that's really key, is to be able to show people a lifestyle that can make a difference, that can touch people physically and financially. I'm not trying to convince people into my business. You guys are all here today because somebody loved on you and said, hey, we have a way that can make a difference in your life, physically or financially. Whether you choose to get in or not is entirely up to you, but we can show you how to have success with this industry. And so, you know, we see the way, right? We said the why, we had the way. Now, if you flip the page, guys, there's a need. There is a need, and we learned a little bit about the need today because you know what is so sad? Have you been to some of the schools, the elementary schools, the middle schools, to see a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old weighing 200 pounds? You know? That's scary. There's a need, and guys, if we don't step up and start a brand with Asantae to go out and talk to every person we know, we can teach them a lifestyle. We need to take control of the United States again. We need to take control of our health. You know, let's face it, if you don't have your health, what do you have? You know, what good is your money when you're sick? You know? It's about showing people an avenue to be able to change their life physically and financially. That's what Asantae is. It's about a lifestyle. And we have a program for whatever it is that you could be looking for. So look at this with an open mind. Now, the real weight. We talked about, you know, the weight loss industry is a $60 billion industry. I might have said trillion before, but the numbers are so high. You know, $60 billion industry. Guys, one of the largest industries in the world is pharmaceuticals. People are lining up to be able to take products that half of the commercial says that you may get kidney failure, you might have esophagus problems, you might quit breathing, you might die, you might even commit suicide. But they're lining up to be able to take these products. Think about that. There's a time and a place for pharmaceuticals. You know, I'm not saying that that's bad because there is a need. But there's more of a need of products that can target the problem, to resolve the problems that we actually have, not camouflage the problems, right? And so real weight, would you say there's a need? You guys, you know that we take in 200 pounds of sugar on a yearly basis, on an annual basis? And our bodies weren't designed to be able to take in processed foods like that? Think about that. So what do? What happens to that sugar? It breaks down into our body, it turns to fat, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, what do? I got to lose some weight. So we have a product. We have a product that people can take to break down the sugars. And if you look at that, I want you guys all to think individually, you know, what the real weight can do for you. Personally, what can it do for you? You know, whether you want to lose weight and eliminate the sugar cravings. How many have some sugar cravings, right? Nice big fat, you know, piece of chocolate or cake or, you know, this time of year I love my pumpkin pie, you know. So, you know, listen, we all have those cravings. How about increased energy? Does any of us need some increased energy, right? Get rid of some of that stubborn body fat, increased mental clarity. We all need that, don't we? You know, just to get through the day. And then we look at the Akia. Guys, I'm so fired up about the Akia. You know, the Akia is such a phenomenal product, you know, to be able to cleanse your body, to be able to target you from your gut, right? To be able to heal yourself from the gut, to put that proper nutrition into your body. You guys, that's what you all tasted today, was the Akia. Did you guys like it? Yeah, great product. Listen, you can put it in whatever juice that you want. You know, we happen to use it in chocolate silk milk today. right? But experiment with it. See what works for you. We're so fired up about that. You know, listen, people are losing weight with it. People are getting energy from it, you know, and they're getting the proper nutrition that they need in their bodies. And finally, the IS2. How about you guys? Everybody raised their hands about aches and pains, young and old. You know, we all have those aches and pains. The IS2 is an avenue for you guys to be able to get rid of some of those aches and pains. How many of you have an immune system? Right? Everybody in there has an immune system. Everybody on that video has an immune system. This IS2 is for you. Okay? If you're looking to just get rid of some of those aches and pains, guys, talk to the people that invited you to come here, because they're the ones that are going to help you and teach you and show you about these products and teach you a business to be able to, hey, how about get those products for free? How about sign up a few people where these products you can consume on a monthly basis without having to worry about the cost? That's pretty exciting. And we can show you how to do that. So guys, we're going to take a 2-second break here while we flip over to the plan. So guys, we found that we all have a why. We found a way to be able to help us to get there through this beautiful community commerce network marketing model. And now, guys, we have a plan. 2 to 5 years to be able to create an additional $80,000 to $100,000. Is that exciting to you guys? 2 to 5 year plan. Would you be willing to spend an extra 3 to 5 hours in a week for the next couple years to be able to create a 6-figure income? We're going to show you guys how to do that effectively. So listen, what we're going to do is we're going to show you here a Ruby director in our business is $80,000 to $100,000. What I want you to understand is what an active order is. So you would follow me over here with the camera. We have 1 case of IS2. This is the bottle of IS2. There's 4 bottles, a month supply. Okay, this is what we call 100 BV, business volume, right? 2 of these cans is 100 BV. 1 of the real weight is 100 BV. So together this would be 300 personal volume that you create. So what I want to share with you is in order to go Ruby, you need 100 active orders on your left and 100 active orders on your right. That's not people, guys. That's orders. Some people order 500 active orders. Some people order 2. It doesn't matter how it's done as long as it accumulates 100 active orders left and 100 active orders right. So Greg comes into the business, and Greg says, you know what? I love the product. I'm excited to use it. I have a testimony. I want to go out and make some money with it. How do I do it? I want to share it with my friends. So I say, Greg, you know, who do you know? Do you know 2 people that you personally grab by the hand and mentor to be able to teach them and show them, you know, how to be able to personally create success in this business? So Greg says, yeah, I know Sarah and Gary. So we go out and we talk to Sarah and Gary. Now, in order for Greg to be able to reach a Ruby director, he's got to help people in his team reach the successes that they want to reach, right? So 100,000 is Ruby. So in order for Sarah and Gary to help Greg go Ruby, he's got to help them both go gold. A gold executive is about $50,000 a year. How many of you can use an extra $50,000 a year? Got $50,000 left, or $50,000 as a gold executive, and in order to become a gold executive, Greg has to help Sarah put 50 active orders on her left and 50 active orders on the right. Okay? Again, not people, active orders. And so we're going to do that with Gary as well. So now if you add up the 50 left, 50 right on either side, what does that come to? 100 active orders. So therefore, Greg becomes a Ruby director, and Sarah and Gary will become a gold. Now there's a system that we're going to talk about how do you do that. Now, in order for Gary to become gold, that means, or Sarah to become gold and Gary to become gold, that means they have to go out and help people as well. You know, and so you go to Sarah and Gary and say, you know, listen, you know a couple people in your life right now that need better health, physical and financial freedom that we can go talk to that will listen to this just because of you. They know you, love you, and respect you, you know, and you can call them on the phone and say, hey, found a way to help my friend, you know, create some additional income, get healthy at the same time. We go, we help them build a list, and we help their friends go silver, right? And if we get a silver left and a silver right, Sarah will go gold. Silver is about $30,000 a year. Do you know why I like that number as a silver? The average household income in America, around $32,000. You guys can get involved in this business, and within 2-3 months, depending on how hard you'll work and how many people you share this with, you can become a silver, making about $30,000 a year. Guys, this is the business model. We have a 3-in-1 compensation plan. Listen, I'm not going to talk about the compensation plan, but for those that are new, I encourage you to get with the person that invited you and listen to them about this compensation plan and what makes this so special and why it's so unique in this industry. Nobody has this compensation plan. Guys, we're fired up. Get excited because we're about to go out and help people make money and get healthy at the same time. And we have 7 ways to earn income. How many ways do you have at your traditional job? Right? Typically 1. And at the end of the day, do you got to fight for that money? You know? Listen, this way, there's a way for you to be able to create success based upon the efforts that you put into it and the efforts of your friends. Right? So the 7 ways of earning income, we'll go over that at a different time. Guys, listen, get excited. We're sitting on a gold mine. And so we went over the why, we went over the way, the need, the plan. And guys, I want you to turn the page and learn about the how. You know, we have the plan, we have the products. You know, so now how? How do we go out there to create the success that we would like to accomplish? The silver, the gold, the rubies, the diamonds in this industry. You know, there is a system, and this system is called the Fast Track. Okay? This Fast Track system is your guide, is your manual to create the success that you want. It's an $85 system that can create you $100,000 in the next 2 to 5 years. Where else can you go to be able to have a duplicatable system that you can talk about, that you can refer to be able to help people create the successes? Why do I love this system? Listen, I followed, this is a system that I've utilized and we've created millions within this industry. I can tell you that it works. It's based on principles of success. This industry has created more millionaires than any other industry. Why? Because it works. You know, this isn't Steve talking. You know, numbers don't lie. And that's exciting. You know? And so it's about a system that you can be able to duplicate over and over and over again, but by teaching people the right way. You know, part of that system is developing a foundation. You know, what's your why? Why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to bring your wife home from work? You know, do you want to build up your retirement? Do you want to build up your savings, pay off some bills, spend more time with your family from all those boxes that we checked? So, so important, you know. And what about your belief system? The belief system, guys, that's all in here as well. You know, you got to believe in the product. I encourage you at very least that each and every one of you don't leave today without trying some of our great products that we have. Consume the products. Get on them for 30, 60, 90 days. See what it does for you. Listen, I'm 50 years old, and I can tell you it took 50 years for my body to get the way it is, right? I can't expect a miracle in a bottle, right? But by putting good things into your body on a regular basis, you're going to see change. You're going to get energy, you're going to feel good, and you're going to notice the difference. So at very least, don't leave without, you know, ordering some product and consuming some of these phenomenal products, the IS2, the Real Weight, and the Akia. You know, listen, if you look on this HOW page, you see a picture of Linda and I and my good friends Eric and Michelle Cloud. Okay? We have spent time coaching and mentoring people to success in this industry. We wanted you to grab a hold of your person that invited you here, and let's come up with a game plan for you based upon your personal needs. Because that's really what it is about. Building that foundation, coming up with an action plan. You know, we're not shooting from our hips when we're talking to you. This is a plan that's set in stone. And listen, if you want success, I'm going to give you a key. I want you to think about this. I want you to set your goals in stone and make your plans in sand. Because the sand can be erased and changed. But don't ever give up on your goals and your dreams. Because that's what you're looking to accomplish. And yeah, life changes and there's obstacles. But as long as you never lose sight of where you're headed and what you want to accomplish, that's really what it's about. And so, you know, a lot of people look at it as, you know what, this is the close. You're not going to hear me close, you guys. It's not what it's about. You know, it's a new beginning. We're teaching people a lifestyle to be able to help them have successes in their life. And what does that beginning mean for you? Only you can decide. You know, if you want better health, You know, that certainly is one option. Order some of the products. But if you're interested in building this as a business, I want you to look very seriously at the options that are on this page on the beginning. Because this is the beginning, the decision of helping you reach some of the goals that we've accomplished and the dreams. And so we have what we call a consumer small business option that you can choose. And so if you'd like to make $200 to $500 a month, we have an option and a plan to be able to help you be successful with it. We have the professional business option if you want to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Okay? We have a plan which is including the fast track system to be able to help you get there as well. Thirdly, the career path option is the option that my wife and family took, and that career path option, you know, listen, how about an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a week and more? Guys, listen, it's not hard. It's just about going out and talking to people and opening your mouth. That's really the work that's involved in this industry. Love it on people and find out if we have a program that can help them in their life, physically and financially. And so, guys, I ask that each of you, you have in the back of your plan, you've got the brochure with all the products. Many of you have checked the boxes of what you felt that products that you can need in your life. I asked you to decide which program is right for you and take out the application on the back and fill it out along with the person that brought you here. And guys, listen, this is the beginning. It's the beginning of change in America. It's the beginning of setting a brand out there that people haven't heard of, but backed by science. To be able to have products in the weight loss industry is exciting. To be able to have products that people who like to juice and to cleanse, okay, we have the products that people need. And guys, I ask that each of you, stay behind if you have any questions, talk with the person that brought you here, and we're going to help you guys start your new beginning. God bless.